fighting between the Syrian army and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces in Aleppo has killed 6 people and injured 19 others. Hospitals have been flooded with wounded people, including children. The fighting comes as an SDF delegation was in Damascus for stalled talks with the government about integrating its fighters into the national army. Al Jazeera's Resul Serdar is in Aleppo. Resul, what's happening right now in Aleppo?
Well, it has been nearly around 30 minutes. We have here intensified shellings and firings of the rockets. Just a couple of minutes ago it has stopped. We do not know whether it's going to restart again or not. And now the officials are saying they are responding to the SDF positions that have targeted the residential areas here in Aleppo. So as of now, 4 civilians have been killed and 2 security forces members as well. And now more than 20 people have been injured. Usually when the fightings was erupting between the government forces and the Kurdish-led SDF, it will continue for a couple of hours and then they will reach a ceasefire. But this time it seems that that is not the case. It has been nearly a day and the clashes are still continuing. Indeed, in Aleppo, when we got into the city, it reminded me the old days of the civil war during the Bashar al-Assad period. So I almost went through the same memories of that brutal civilian war. So here, now in Ashrafiyah and Sheikh Maqsoud, which is around 1.5 kilometers behind me, the SDF forces are positioned there, and they are shelling the residential areas, the security positions of the government forces. And now, so the government is also going to do a huge reinforcements, more and more troops, heavy army vehicles, tanks, and ammunitions are coming. Even when we were making the way to the city, we could see that the trucks that are carrying the ammunition. So everything here is now really building up. You can see that almost when you look at this kind of military buildup and what is happening here, it's almost the country is on the brink of perhaps another civil war, or at least we easily and comfortably can say that if they do not reach to an agreement, this could potentially lead to a larger scale military operation of the government against SDF.
Resul, can you remind our viewers of the demographic makeup of Aleppo? You just mentioned 2 neighborhoods that are majority Kurdish neighborhoods, Ashrafiyah, Sheikh Maqsoud, but these are only 2 neighborhoods. The rest of the city isn't majority Kurdish.
Indeed. As the city center, regarding to metropolitan area, so Aleppo is actually regarded the largest city in Syria. And so the overwhelming majority of the populations are Arab. But there are 2 districts, Sheikh Maqsoud and Ashrafiyah, that the Kurds are making the majority. However, when you look at the general demography, more than 80% of the city is Arab ethnicity here. And that, regardless of the ethnic division of the city, now the government is saying that, well, the country has just gone out of 14 years of devastating civil war. 65% of the country's infrastructure was destroyed, and now it needs the economic recovery. Aleppo is the industrial hub of Syria. Traditionally and historically has been the business hub, business center of Syria. And if this country is going to economically recover and get back to the normalcy, it definitely needs businesses here, companies to come, investors to come, international investments to come, to invest here particularly. But as the clashes are now ongoing, and as a non-state armed actor is still controlling 2 large areas of the city, and from time to time we are hearing shellings, the rocket firing, gunfires, even in some cases, as we have seen last night, drones being involved. That is definitely a huge caution for any investor, for any business group to come and to invest here. But more important than that, the government is saying that as long as the government forces are not in full control, as long as non-state actors are controlling a large part of the country, Syria is going to remain divided, and the national unity, the government says, it is the primary goal to be achieved.
Yeah, everything that's happening in Aleppo and this latest round of fighting raises, obviously, the question of Syria's future and continued unity, which is why we will continue to watch this and you'll continue to report on this. Resul Serdar reporting on Syria's first largest city, as you said, Aleppo. Thank you.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.